welcome back to Factorio. I'm Hitman82. This is episode 43. So last episode we were setting up the power armor, and as you can see, I did a little bit more on it. So you'll see I've got steel here on one belt and steel here on the other. That'll get sorted below, and I'll show you how. I'll just do a quick run through here on what I've done. So I wanted blue and red circuits on two sides of the belt, and so this is what I ended up with. To pull the blues off here, and then the red's back on the here. And it is a mess, and I'm sure there must be a better way I could have done this. For one thing, I probably could have done the reds on this side and then gotten rid of this whole mess. Oh well, anyway, I did it the way I did it. So the batteries were a bit more of a challenge as well, but they are sorted. And then the steel down here to go on with the batteries, and I took iron plates on their own for some gears that I forgot to put in. Now I noticed I had Power Armor 1, not Power Armor 2 in here. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but you need an assembling machine 3 to build it because of the number of inputs. See, it's got 5 inputs, and a blue one only inputs like how many? 4. So that's why that's in there. And further down here, I switched these two, the night vision and the roboports, because roboports need gears, and then put the gear one in here, and then we'll have the plates. So I started off, I had steel and iron on there, but I decided to put my steel over here when I realized I had lots of belt space. So so this is going to pull them all off into a chest, just the steel, and then when it's done I'll rip that out. So we are ready to energize this and put in our inserters. Speaking of energize, I just want to show right here at the power, 10 minutes, that's usually what I click on here. So as you can see, power usage, you see this flat bar right here? That is how long it takes to fully charge once I've got my powers at maximum. That's how long it takes to fully charge the accumulator. The accumulator, as you can see, is getting higher and higher here. We're using, I would say, over half the power at night. So that is a problem. We are going to need more solar panels very soon, especially once I hook these up. So yeah, we'll have to get going on that soon. Alright, let's see here. We'll throw in a couple more power poles. Boom, there, that should be not energized. Okay then, what did I miss? There. That should have energized everything on here. That's churning away, pulling that steel off that belt, so when it's done I'll pull that out. Alright, so now let's start pulling stuff in here to work. This does not require electric engines after all. It does require alien artifacts, and I'm also going to request speed and efficiency modules here. So where are we here? Speed and efficiency modules, and it takes how many for power armor? 5. So let's make that limit 5. Just for now. Might increase that later. So if we got 3 things there. Alright, and I researched turret damage for lasers. I was going a little light on my research right now. 40% more damage. Geez, that would be kind of nice. And the reason why is these guys, look, they're constant. These guys are constantly hitting me in this area. They're going for the pump jacks, I assume. And yeah, well, anyway, I'll worry about those in a while. So blue circuits, we need to get those over here. And this needs blue circuits and steel, so we'll get blue circuits and steel. And this one needs red circuits and steel, so and red circuits. So what I could have done is reverse these so I didn't have to use long-handled inserters, but oh well. So this is going to pull those blue circuits in as well, and then I've got this set up so it'll take from here. It has no output because I won't ever use these level 1 shields. So it's going to put them in here and make level 2 shields. Same with the batteries. So, or these. Yeah, wow, so battery. Okay, green battery and copper top. Oh, am I allowed to say copper top? Yeah, well, I gotta say it anyway. I'm a rebel without a clue. So why am I only getting 1 line down here? Sorry, it went off, I saw a squirrel and wandered off. Okay, that's why. There we go. Squirrel! Okay, so that's all done. And so we'll bring that down here and give you an input. There you go. Merry Christmas. So we'll go back up here, and that one's going well. This one needs blue circuits again. This one needs blue circuits and steel, and an input there. Night vision needs steel and red circuits. And this one needs steel and batteries and blue circuits. It needs some of everything. There we go. Alright, so this entire thing is now set up. Blue circuits we're obviously hurting for. So let's go have a look at why. The whole belt's empty. The red circuits are probably the cause of that. So let's have a look down here at blue circuits. Where are you, blue circuits? I got a bunch in a box here. 100 of them. So they are starving for reds, of course. What else would they want? And all my red factories, the plastic's a bit thin, but it should be mostly keeping up. So I think what I need to do there, I need more oil. I mean, there's no way around it. I need to get more oil, and I need to get more red circuits and blue circuits going. So those are kind of midterm goals. Right now I can't do that because I really need to get my power sorted. Right, so let's see here. I'll just do kind of a quick run through here. I don't know how much I've changed since you last saw all this, but on the gears for here, the blue belt, they weren't getting enough gears and they weren't getting enough iron, so I put all that through, and as you can see, this was all full. I put that in, and this is what it's done. So you notice I didn't put in a splitter up here. The reason for that is that leaves that whole line with iron to keep things going further down the line. So if I got down there and I was like, well, I need iron and there's none down here because it keeps eating it all, I could tap that fourth line. So that's the plan anyway. Doesn't all matter, it all gets balanced out. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna pause here and then we'll run off and get our next project started. Okay, we're gonna do some lamps here. So to do that, we need green circuits and sticks, and the sticks are made with iron, I believe. There we go. So let's make some iron sticks. Where are the sticks? Yep. Alright, so we'll get that down here. And get that putting there. And up to there. You know what, those could probably all be slower inserters. So we're gonna have to go around and get some efficiency mod to put in. I don't think I need to show that on screen though. I'll wait on that. So I think maybe our next project. Kind of want to get the trains going right away. I'm sure many of you said, "What trains? What?" Somebody said trains. But unfortunately, there's been a lot of squirrels, so I haven't actually done the trains yet. But I think we're getting close. There. I think we're good. Just need a power pole. And then output there, and we'll limit that to 1 stack. There we go. Yeah. Let's make that faster. Let's make it all faster. What the heck? I don't know why I'm bothering with these yellow inserters. I'm trying to be efficient on my power, but it'll go until it finishes and then it'll stop, and I don't know that they still use power if they're not operating, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so there's the... Oh, alright, where are you? Damages. Oh, they're down at the iron. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is head down to the iron and stick those efficiency modules in. So I'm going to actually show the walk on screen because then you can see my wall layout here. So I've got the big power poles with the light next to it and 3 laser turrets. They're set back 1 block from the wall, which seems to reduce the amount of spitting happening, like the spitters hitting them. So I can remove all that wall. I'll be doing that. Off screen, and okay, so we could run into some trouble down here. Do I have any gates on me? Don't. Gateless. So it is possible that I will run face first into a bunch of stuff, but nope, not today. Not today. Okay, so we've got some mines going here. Oh, look at that. Running over to repairs. That was it? That's the only repair? Well, that wasn't very exciting at all, was it? Alright, so let's get some modules, and I think stick 3 in there. I think it's 3. Shall I confirm? That is at minus 80, and if I take one out, what does that put it at? Minus 60. Alright, so we want to go around and just load these up. I'll start with these bottom ones because they're the ones that are going to be running the most, so they'll be using the most power. Once you get further up the belt, as the belt gets full, you'll get less of that. Let me go here. Well, actually, yeah, never mind. I'll just walk along here. So we've got a new. Trillian and I came up with a new belt design here for doing these drills here. So what we're going to do is, you see how I've got these power poles in between the drills? That doesn't have to happen. What we can do is use undergrounds and place the power poles right here in between, and then we can just put these things in really dense, so you wouldn't even be able to walk through because of the belt. Belt would be the only way through. Anyway, that was it for assemblers. I don't want to use my efficiency module 2s instead of assemblers. That was it for the efficiency module 1s. I don't want to use my 2s here. It's a waste. Even though I will get them back, obviously, but don't really see the need of it. I'll get rid of that. Okay. Let's head up here. So that's sorted. So that'll reduce my pollution a little bit there, but certainly need to do more with it. Oh, I need to put a gate in here. Got stuff on me to make a gate. We do. There. Now if I'm running up the belt, I can. Yeah, we'll make 2 more gates. I'll make 5. Does that make 5? Yes. I'll make 10 then. I want to keep it even. All my walls are double, so yes, I see that. You're hitting it again. You keep that up, I'm going to come down there and kill every one of you. I'm going to do that anyway, just not right now. Okay, so looking at trains. Back to the trains. Oh, you're awake again. Okay. We're going to do, try this off screen. It worked very well, and that is to put a circuit around my walls so that my trains coming in from any direction can hook onto that circuit and get to the station they need inside the base. I think that'll work. Boy, I really should have built my north wall further apart, or further up there. That'll be the next expansion. Will be out here probably. But do I want to do? I think for now, let's look at our first expansion area. There's a nice big chunk of ore out there, iron, and oh, here comes a bunch up top, and they melted. Okay, so we got a little patch of copper there that I'll tap. This one working on. There's a little one. This is inside the wall. I think those are little iron patches, so I can grab those. So my next expansion, we've got a nice one down there. Iron. We need iron and we need oil. And there's oil this way. There's iron this way. It's really looking like I'm going to have a train station out there because I don't really want to be running belts this way, and I don't want to be running pipes as well. So I'll have to set up some stations. So we'll get that started. First I'm going to throw some of the efficiency modules in the pump jacks and stuff. How many of that take? It's 40, so 2 of those. Because the oil pumps are taking a lot of power. Yeah, okay. So they use 90. I could do it in the assemblers. You know what though? They'll end up in all of them. So I'm just gonna start the pump jacks. And we'll just throw these in because the pump jacks are permanent. These won't be leaving because they don't ever run completely out of oil. Now get the rest. And do we have any more up there? We do not. Alright, and there's those. So I guess our next thing is I'm going to stop for now and figure where the station's going to go, and then we'll get started on that. So we'll be doing that momentarily. Yeah, I've done a little bit of work off screen here. I hoovered up the wall and that sort of thing and put some more efficiency modules in. So we're going to put the train station here. Now, I had mentioned before about expanding the oil processing. Well, it's going to be all in this area up here, and it's going to be pretty large. So this station that I'm going to make now is just for unloading oil. At this point, unless you're using mods, there's no other way to get oil from a field afar. You have to use either pipes or trains, and the way to do it on trains is it has a cargo wagon that takes items, which would be like crude oil drums. So you need an assembler, factories, and stuff to fill the drums. Oh my gosh, my inventory is full of walls. I'll just slap a box down here for now and fill it full of walls there. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a moment. So I guess the first thing we'll need is an unloading facility, so we'll do it this way. We'll do 6 for starters, and we want empty barrels to go in here. No, full barrels to come in here. Then empty barrels to go up and over. Okay, so what's going to happen here is we're going to have our empty crude barrels. I'll show you here. Where are we? Barrels. Right here. See, here's an empty barrel made with steel. Then a crude oil barrel, so it's an empty barrel plus 25 crude oil. And then then when you get the full barrel, you unload it again. So what we're going to be doing here is unloading them. So we're going to want to empty crude oil barrel. And then we need to, let's do it this way. That's the belt. And we'll copy that. We'll pull, oh my gosh, go away, autosave. Alright, so then we'll just pull these out for now. And use a blueprint. Because I'm lazy. Now, what was I going to say? Oh, I need to pipe all this together. So I need pipes. And we'll just put those together. And then we need and then connect them and still allow me to walk through there. Here we go. And that'll do that. You know what? I'm going to just stick this in here just so that when I go to expand it, if I do, then it's easy to just blueprint it. Alright, so we'll have full barrels going in. And oh my gosh, I did it again, didn't I? How am I going to get there empty? So I have to pull that belt out of there. Now there's another way of doing it, of course. There always is. And that would be to just do the plumbing a little differently, which I could do, which I'm going to do. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, so aim this down, this one up, that one down, that one up, that one down, that one up, and then we put a pipe in between. And so what we want to do here is get the oil out and past the belt, and then we'll have to be very careful that we don't hit that sulfuric acid line, because that would be bad. We don't want to do that. Okay, and then we can just do this and connect them like so. But what about the trains? I can hear you. What about the trains? I know it's coming. Just cool your jets there, hotshot. Alright, so here's our stuff coming in. We want to leave, I think I'll start the first car here, or the first station here, and that'll work that way. Here we go. I have a railroad track in my hand. Are you excited? Should be. Should be after all this talk we have train tracks. So you can actually just do it in sections like that. When you'll see lots and lots of that. Let's stick that out of my way, and I need a train stop. So we're going to stop here. Okay, so you see these little, a train stop, that's obviously where a train stops. Now you see these little boxes? See all these little white boxes? That's how far a car will reach. So let's do that. Let's put down a train. We're going to do it down here just because. Place it there, and then we're going to put a wagon on it. Where's my wagons? There's one. Put that back, and then, oops, we need fuel. Yeah, I'd say we've got lots of wood for fuel. Get the train. Ooh, see that? It's a train. It's a train. So when you stop, you see the car opens, and then things can be removed. So here's what we want to do. We want to tell our train to go to the stop. I'll have to name that. And inventory count. So what I want to do here is when the train gets here, I want to tell it, okay, you have crude oil barrels, and I want you to get them to 0, because I don't want you to leave unless your crude oil barrels are empty. And then we put another one in that says empty barrels, we want to be 100. You want exactly 100, because if you don't, well, you'll see soon enough. Okay, and let's go to the station, and it's going to stop there. We'll turn it back to manual. Alright, so now this is set up right where we need it. So the next thing is we're going to need to unload this thing. So this is what we're unloading. Obviously we don't care about this. We'll give it fuel and stuff in a bit. But for now we want to unload this. So we want 3 and 3. So what we're going to do here, how best am I going to get that to a second train? Oh, underground. Alright, so we want this to unload the train. Nope, we want filter inserters for that. So and then we want to load it up this way. Okay, so the empty barrels will be coming in here, and then the full barrels will be coming out here. So we're going to lay in lines for that. So here's our line going up to the there, and then this one we want the empty barrels, so we'll just do it this way and go under. Oops, nope, we want it to go back the other way. Why didn't you tell me? And you're doing it wrong. I know you told me, I just couldn't hear you. There we go. Back down there, and down, 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 and get rid of that. Okay, so what's going to happen now? The train arrives. There, I've arrived at the station. These filter inserters, which are going to be full of oil, so they're going to empty into these. I'm going to limit this to 5, so I do not want the system, when it backs up, I don't, oops, well, let's just copy that and paste those. I'm going to do the same for those. Okay, so this is going to be 5, this will be 3 chests of 50 barrels each, and then this will be the same for full. So the full barrels get unloaded into this chest and then put on this belt. They go up around, get pulled into here where they get emptied out and the oil goes down the pipes. And then we're going to have the empty barrels come out here. And from there, back down here, it gets loaded with the inserters into the chest as a buffer, and then from the chest into the cargo wagon. Now the cargo wagon, we're going to want to limit to 5, 10, 15. And the reason why is the base where we're going to be getting the oil is going to have defenses and everything. So it's going to need repair packs, it'll need lasers and walls and combat or construction robots. Is that lasers, walls, construction robots, repair packs, and there was a 5th thing and I can't remember what it was. I think it was gates. And what that will mean is anytime the base gets attacked, the robots will fix it and the train will resupply the base. So to do so, we now need Let's put the right ones in right from the start. So let's get a, oh, we'll just use a single requester chest. So what this is going to do, we would request all those things I listed. So we'll set that up right now. And if I can remember what it was, we want lasers, repair packs. Where are the repair packs? Is that here? Yes, repair packs. Walls, where are my walls? Never get it the first click. Gates, and what was the last thing again? Construction robots. So we'll want requests like 20. This is what's going to be in storage here. And then we limit that to 5. Alright, so once I have my network up and running, this chest will get loaded, and then it will fill up the train. Okay. And I think that's everything for this. Now, we're going to want to duplicate this. So let's, did I have an empty one? There it is. So we're going to now have to duplicate all of that. So let's do it this way. Well, let's finish our lines here first, our rails, just so that I don't have to go and do all that the second time. Okay, so that'll take it past. There'll be an underground coming across here. Alright, so the train comes in. We are going to have a little spot down here where the train comes in and says, hey, are there any bays open? Because we're going to have multiple stations, any stations open. So the train will get stopped here, pick a path, go there, unload, and then away it goes. And speaking of away it goes, we are at about the end of our time for today. So I'm going to do a little bit of this stuff off screen, and when I come back, I'll have more of it done, and we'll start looking for a place to go out and build a base. So don't know what else we're going to need to do in the meantime. I'm sure I'll get delayed having to do something else just because that's the nature of the game and things are still beating on the wall. So tune in and we'll see where we go. We'll get this train up and running. I can't wait. Can't wait to have trains to be able to go out and explore and stuff. So tune in next time and bye for now.